Hello, Cancer. It is September 2020. So this reading is, describing to you energies around this time and maybe a little bit into the future from here. We'll see what the cards say. I've shuffled a bit off camera. I shuffled a couple times on camera for you so you can see that I shuffled the cards. Got a lot of Wands energy right off the bat. The whole first row is Wands. Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Give me just 1 second. So I feel like maybe early in the month, there's a lot of passion for you. And communication is definitely a strong vibe that I'm getting. Like I feel like somebody's preparing themselves for communication that they are expecting to be difficult, and somebody else is similarly bracing themselves for the communication. I don't know if you and this person are expecting to argue, or if somebody is expecting whoever is initiating this communication, and I think that it's this other person, is expecting you to be defensive. And I think there is an element of defensiveness in your position, that you are maybe not wanting to hear from this person. Maybe you haven't heard from this person for a long time, and or maybe you don't trust this person and you just don't want to deal with their bullshit. I'm not sure, but there is, or vice versa. Maybe this is the other person, but there definitely is an element of defensiveness when it comes to this communication. Can I get a card describing more of this communication? I feel like this is somebody who is looking at you as a love interest, that this is somebody that they would like to, you're somebody that they would like to offer their affections to. And I feel like they have a lot to offer, but again, there's something standing between you. I don't know what it is. There's something that's either preventing the communication. I don't know if it's fear of rejection or what. What is this? What is it? I feel like they're afraid of what somebody is. Okay, well, I feel like there's somebody that feels like you are exactly what they want. You're exactly the person that they want. And maybe it's that makes them afraid to try, if that makes sense. That the expectations are so high, and they're actually faced with what they desire, that they are almost hesitant to try to make it happen because they don't want to deal with the disappointment of things not working out the way that they'd hoped. So I think that they get cold feet, and instead of moving forward, they just get ready and then never act. they never actually talk to you. But they are getting to this point where they know that they have to act, and they're just tired of fucking around. They really are taking a more stoic approach and are ready to move forward, but they are still moving slowly. I think that they're getting to a point where they're going to say, I have to do this. I can't keep putting this off. If I want to bring balance to this situation, if I want to take this situation and make it right, if I want to take this situation and turn it into what I know that it has the potential to be, if I want to go from A to B, I eventually am going to have to make a move, because I'm not just going to do it by standing still, or worse, moving backwards, which I think is what has been going on up to this point. So if you have somebody specific in mind that you've been waiting to, you feel like has been holding back, and it's made you understandably reserved regarding it. Maybe you were clear with this person about what you wanted and what you thought of them, and they pulled back or disappeared. It definitely makes sense to have your guard up. I understand why you would. But I feel like this is all more on them. It's more a commentary on them than anything that has to do with you. That they are unsure of themselves and unsure of what they should do. I think they're confused by the situation, and to some extent they've rejected it. They've chosen to ignore it because I think they understand, like I said before, I think that they're intimidated by the potential of it, for one thing, and they'd rather have the potential that they didn't pursue than pursue and then were wrong about or didn't work out. I also think that on some level they realize that something like this is going to require work on their part, and it's going to require them to grow up and evolve their ideas about love and affection. And I think that they will come to a point where they recognize that that is actually worth it, that that's actually a good thing if they do mature. It's funny that I set these actually right in front of the Six of Cups, because that is, I hadn't noticed when I did that, but to me that the King of Cups and the Empress represent these evolved, these kids. Maybe this is somebody that you've known for a long time. Maybe it's somebody that you've known since childhood. But you were just kids. These two are mature and powerful and self-assured people with a lot more to offer. And I feel like when you come together, it's divinely guided. And judging by this Ten of Cups, which is the last card that comes out on this spread, is this divinely guided union that is going to be worth every step it took to get to this point. I'm going to move these away just so I can pull a couple of these Energy Oracle cards. Again, I've shuffled these off camera, but I will shuffle them. I keep doing that. I will shuffle them again just so you know that they're shuffled. I'm not just pulling cards from a deck that I've set up or something. This actually came out in a in another reading I did this morning. So we've got the second chakra and financial constraints in the fifth chakra on the bottom of the deck. So I think communication again is key here with that fifth chakra card, because that's all about the throat chakra. It's all about truth and communication. I think when communication does happen, and I do believe that the communication will happen eventually, it's important that you speak your truth. It's important that you're honest. If you feel like this person has let you down, you don't need to attack them. But you should be honest about how you feel about it. Obviously, you're going to know what's best, how you feel, and what's appropriate to communicate to them. But I do feel like there's no need to attack them, but just to be clear, even if you don't want to move forward with them. I think everything here indicates that with work, whatever situation this has all the potential to move forward in a very positive direction. But if you decided that you didn't want to move forward with them, I still think that the best option is just to calmly communicate why you don't view them as a viable option, why you think that you should actually wait for somebody with more to offer you. You could just tell them that honestly in a calm way that's not destructive. Just say, hey, you've let me down. I waited for you. I wanted to hear from you. I was clear in how I felt. And instead of being clear in how you felt, you were silent. You offered nothing. And I want to move forward in a different direction. And like I said, the second chakra card actually came up in another reading. So there's something here about either the sexual energy between you two, which is how I would interpret this. I know I'm kind of talking about like if you don't want to move forward with this person, but I really strongly feel like there is reason to consider it. And I think that there's something powerful in the sexual chemistry between the two of you that is very beneficial in some way. And I think that you just need to be mindful of your sexual energy in general. I think that's a major component in this situation and in your success moving forward. So that's what I've got for you, Cancer. I hope that resonates with you. Expect communication moving forward, and, be calm and respectful when it does come. And I think that things are going to evolve in a favorable direction for you regarding this situation with this person. Take care of yourself. Have a good month. Bye.